so sorry. Did you just wake up?
I know, I look disheveled as shit.
Yeah, that's okay, because
You feel disheveled?
every day now.
Ooh, happens.
Yeah, every day. I don't get it, but you know what I do get? Another episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of In a Pickle, the show that is dedicated to the less glamorous side of sports. I am your host, Dave Houghton, and with me today, I'm pretty sure she just woke up, Sarah Reitalik. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
What's going on over there?
Nothing, just disheveled.
Did you get a little tipsy last night?
No, I
Watching
came home and crashed.
The Celtics lose to Utah?
I don't watch the Celtics.
I know you don't.
I don't do that. That's not my life.
No. I was looking for a box of cards that I have. Inside that box of cards is a Dick Cheney card from the Desert Storm series because I wanted to post it on Stacks of Packs.
Because
Dick
he
Cheney
died.
rookie card. So
Yeah.
I wanted to post a Dick Cheney rookie card, but I can't find that box. So if anyone's out there knows
And
where,
finds it.
yeah, if anybody out there knows where all my shit is in my office, in a pickpod247@gmail.com, that would be great if you can come and organize my stuff for me. Free of charge, of course. I will not pay you.
He will. And over the pants handies.
OTPHJ. Yep, you're right. You're very right. We got to get right into it because Sarah's got to go get a bacchiotomy.
Yeah, actually, they're taking my foot today.
Oh, they're going to take... Oh, the sugars has finally caught up with you.
Take my foot.
You got the beats. The feet's are gone.
Let's go.
All right, so let's
Who
kick
needs
it in.
feats when you got the beats?
That's right. The beats will take all of us one day. So, yeah, let's kick that rewind button. So I'll just press this. What do we got in the rewind today?
So last week we discussed this whole gambling thing. It's been wild. More and more
Shout
stuff
out
is
to our
coming
brand new merch.
Look!
the
Oh wow,
Billups.
you got that fast.
Hell yeah, Billups Poker Club. Now at IAPradio.com. Check out our merch page. Billups Poker Club.
Wow, you got that hella fast.
I told you. You put the shirts together, Sarah. I'm going to be the only person to buy them. So let's go.
I appreciate that. Well, it seems like more and more that not just the NBA, but also the media is full-blown painting Damon Jones to be our fall guy.
He needs, so yeah, well, of course. We said this last week. Someone needs to be the fall guy.
Yeah.
And the NBA is not going to allow a big name to be a fall guy.
Correct.
I mean, Damon Jones is just the new Ippy Matsuhara.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it has been released that he has lots and lots and lots of debt.
Yes.
And not just recent debt. We're talking debt that goes all the way back to 2013.
Right.
So back in 2013, he had initially filed for bankruptcy. So we have a small timeline here. He initially filed for bankruptcy. That was dismissed. The courts basically laughed in his face. Then in 2015, he had filed again and reported $500,000 to $1 million in liabilities and claimed that his assets range from $100,001 to $500,000. The records from that time frame show that he owed around $640,000 to creditors and $47,000 to the Bellagio.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was for a breach of contract confession of judgment that the Bellagio was going after him for. So he definitely took out, money to gamble and was like, I will pay you back, and never did.
He pulled an old Antoine Walker.
He's like, yes, I could give me 2 hamburgers today and I'll give you 3. Never.
Yeah.
He's
like, I got it. Come on now.
There was no information when I was digging in to see how that judgment had ended, but I'm going to make the assumption that it did not end well for him. And it's also come out that he has had several civil complaints from former NBA teammates and friends because he's borrowed money from them.
Oh.
So he's been, yo, can I borrow some money? He's taken out loans. Like Steve Kerr did a civil complaint against him seeking money relief of $100,000 or less. So what ended up happening was that Jones had borrowed 10,000 from Kerr, and plus that it was a $4,000 fee. Really smart that he was like, yeah, you can borrow this money, but you're gonna have to pay me back
Yeah, with
X
interest.
amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have everybody clearly knew that he has some kind of track record when it comes to funds, more or less.
Right.
Well, back in 2017, he failed to pay that back.
Huh.
Completely just was like, yep, my bad. And then,
And what? He failed to pay it back and he was just like, well, if I don't pay it back and then I just ignore it, eventually it will go away, right?
well, he had to go to court.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that if he's got any sort of job, that there's garnishing of wages that's dispersing to all of these people.
Right.
There has to be in some way, somehow. He had also borrowed money from three other men, and one was Antonio Hooper back in November of 2024, who had a written agreement to pay him $20,000 after an initial $4,500 loan. So I'm guessing what he did, he took out the $4,500 loan from his buddy, and then it was like, I paid you back. Can I get more money?
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I was confused by that. So he was gonna pay him $20,000 after he borrowed 45,000 or 4,500.
Yeah,
And
he
it's like, do you
asked,
know math?
yeah, right. He initially had borrowed $4,500 and then went back and asked for 20,000 on top of it.
All right. And
So
because he initially paid back the 4,000, Hooper probably said, "Well, he's good for it," not knowing
yeah,
his past bullshit with other people.
correct. So this picture is being painted very well throughout the media, and it's just going to be us waiting to see what happens.
And that's what you need. You need a guy like that who's got finance problems. I mean, Jones has made over $21 million in his career. Sure, it was a very shitty career.
Mhm.
He's on the 2016 Cavaliers team that won the championship. He
Yeah,
was the coaching staff. He had to put his ring up
to Kerr,
or for Kurt for collateral.
collateral,
Yeah,
and he never gave him the ring.
he never, you know.
It's like, I'm going to give you this ring as collateral. And then never gave him the ring.
And if there's one thing we know, Steve Kerr likes to collect rings.
Correct.
So, I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
had nothing to... Didn't the
Yeah.
Cavs beat the Warriors in that 2016?
So
Oh
it's
my
even
God.
funnier that
Steve
that
Kerr
was
would
going to
be
be
a
right.
2016 champion. Now that's I yeah. I'll give you the money. Give me that ring. You don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it.
And it's a coach's ring,
Absolutely.
so it's just like, whatever.
It's, oh my gosh,
Wow.
wild, wild.
Wow.
But we had another name that was added to the poker game list.
Yep.
So LA Clippers coach Tyronn Lue's,
Another name connected to LeBron James.
dun dun dun. His name has been released. Now, he did not play at the same table as Chauncey Billups, but they are good friends, and
Yeah,
he
they
is
know each other.
also good friends. He considers Damon Jones one of his best friends. So we are having all of these connections.
Right.
And then, I just want to clear this up because Kevin Garnett's name was thrown out
Yeah.
originally the first week. He came out and he was talking to a friend or someone who was in the media, but this person released it and said that he initially thought they were going to an after party. He had zero idea they were going to a poker game.
Oh.
And when he saw what was transpiring, he was like, "Yeah, I'm out." So this happened in 2019 in LA,
Do we believe
where
that?
here's the thing is I could see him hanging around having a couple drinks. I can't see Kevin Garnett at a table being like, "Yeah, I'm here to play poker." I see him more on the social aspect of things. I
Yeah,
don't see
right,
him sitting there and just being I think that because he seems like the guy who has ADHD like the rest of us.
right,
He
right.
can focus, but he likes to talk and be social, and he's always every time we do see him, if he's on a podcast, he really is hyper focused on things. I can't see him being hyper focused on I
Settling
think it's
down at a poker table and
yeah,
playing cards. Yeah,
I think it's too mundane for him
right.
that there has to be something that grabs his attention, and poker doesn't seem like one of them. So
Yeah,
I actually genuinely do believe him on that one.
yeah. And I mean, if it's coming out like this though, that he was there. I mean that he was saying, 2019, I'm going to a after party.
Yeah, he's out
You
in
don't know.
LA. In
Yeah,
LA, you would think that there's all of these different after parties after some sort of event,
right.
but it looks like what these, you know, former basketball players were doing. We're like, let's go to this mafia ran polka thing.
Yeah,
Like,
because I'm sure when you say something like that, be like, hey, I know a poker game, underground poker game that the mafia runs. Be like, oh, that's cool. Let's go do that. The young guys.
right,
And they're like, oh, that sounds really cool. Well, dangerous. Maybe we can play with
get
a little gun at
shanked.
a strip club.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
So,
ja.
well,
Uh,
but we'll get
gotta,
into John Morant soon.
we sure will.
Yeah, I genuinely believe KG, but I mean, okay, so now another week goes by, another name pops up, Tyronn Lue. Now, I mean, of course, there's going to be a lot of names that come up where it's like, oh, so and so was at these parties, but it's also it's going to be in the same breath as like Kevin Garnett thing, where it's like, yeah, I was there because I went with so and so, but like, I got nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Damon Jones tells one player who's friends with another player who's friends with another player, and they're like, "Hey, Jones got some kind of card game going. You wanna go check that out real quick?" Or Chauncey Billups got some card game going. You want to go check that out? Uh, I'll stop by for a minute, but like, I don't want
Yeah,
to do
it's
this.
not
And
right.
then all of a sudden, because they step foot inside that card game, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're associated with this card game." We're like, whoa, 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 back up, Earl, back
Right.
up. No,
It's one of those that these people who heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who,
heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's all of these pieces of yarn are going to connect back to Damon Jones, it seems as though,
Yeah. Well,
because everyone is saying they're name dropping fully. So was he the recruiter? You
I
know,
I
I
feel like Damon Jones. Stop me if I'm wrong here. I feel like Damon Jones. Yes, he's the fall guy, but I'm pretty sure Damon Jones is a piece of shit.
mhm,
So when people like you were implemented in this card game. No, fuck you, Damon Jones. Like I had another
yeah,
this guy sucks. He did this. And everyone's
yeah,
like, "Oh, okay." Everyone's pointing the finger at Damon Jones. So, and if Adam Silva can muster up his vampire powers, he's going to make sure that Damon Jones is the fall guy. And I'm sure,
yes.
Chauncey Billups obviously is going to lose his job, but or has lost his job. That's still not come out, right?
It still has not come out. I know
Weird.
that he's on leave or
Yeah.
I mean, the NBA, it's just really weird. I can't say it's weird because it's not really surprising on how this is all being handled because you have to protect the shield. It's like the NFL. You
Yeah.
protect the shield.
Yeah.
So it's something that before they can clear him, they have to make sure that they're doing their investigation and that the investigations are cleared because you don't want to terminate someone just on allegations because then you have a whole nother set of problems on your hands. However, this is not looking good. So
Right.
it's something where if you came out and said, you know, unpaid leave or suspension, whatever it may be, people who are fans of the NBA will understand that. I think people that are fans of the NBA right now are just feeling a little like salty and dirty because they don't know what's real anymore.
Right. Well, I also feel like the NBA kind of just shuffles papers around until everybody
Hmm.
forgets about it, and they're like,
Right.
"All right, it's been 18 months. Let's bring Jordan back."
Yeah.
No one remembers that, right?
Right.
I
It's
mean,
the integrity is it really is disheartening because the integrity's gone. And
yeah,
it's slowly been we've seen it in professional sports, it's slowly been trickling out.
yeah,
But uh, I've already lost interest in the NBA. I lost interest in the NBA years ago because it's no longer a team sport. It's now
right.
what player can rack up all these points. But it's one of those that now you put in all of these allegations, it really does turn you off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like to be honest, like this year is probably one of the first years where I'm just like, I don't really care.
Right.
You know,
And
I
you know
really don't.
why? And that's because the first week is when all of this dropped.
Yeah.
If this had dropped in like the third or fourth week, you would be a little bit more invested already out the gate
Yeah.
with your team and be like, okay, well, at least it's not my team, and you can stay the course and focus. However, this coming out the same week as opening days for all the league, it really tainted the season.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And I mean, it can only keep going worse. Like I mean, it's gonna get. I don't know. I said it last week. It's gonna get worse, but like it seems like it's getting worse at a snail's pace. I don't know. Maybe people need to start just coming out and getting ahead of this thing.
The wild thing is here's your opportunity to get ahead of it, and here's your opportunity to work through it and get your case all situated. And this, I'm talking on the defendant side,
Yeah.
because you have to look at where we are right now. The government's shut down.
Yeah.
We have so many conflicts with funding for programs and such like that. Not everyone is honed in on and focused on what's transpiring right now in the NBA because there's real world shit going on.
Right.
So this is the time as a defendant to get your ducks in a row because once that government opens back up and things start getting back into line and order, you might not have that opportunity.
So you're saying Adam Silva shut the government down?
It could have been.
Could have been. I don't think he
It
has the
could have
kind of
been.
power Roger Goodell does. I mean, Roger
He
Goodell
snuck
has.
in. He
Yeah.
snuck in to, everyone's bedroom at night and was like, and he put a little curse on them.
Yeah.
I want to suck your blood.
I
Such a
need
creepy
more
dude.
blood. All right,
He-
let's switch gears. Adrian Peterson pulled a Paul
Yeah.
Pierce and fell asleep at the wheel.
Yes. So we
Now,
talk.
I will defend Paul Pierce until the death of me, but I don't have to defend Adrian Peterson.
You
So,
do not. You do not.
no, because we
Yes.
know Peterson is a questionable character. I mean, he beats his kids with tree branches. So,
Gotta get that switch. Let's
yeah,
go.
cut me a switch.
Good Lord. Well, we discussed this last week about his DUI. They did find him at 9 a.m. behind his wheel, asleep in a parking lot. The pictures are like he doesn't look alive though. So I wonder if Paul Pierce, so like when you're in your car and
Yeah.
you're taking a snooze, you put your head to the side of the window or something like that. Adrian Peterson looked deceased. His
Yeah.
head was full down. He was rocked
I
to the
mean,
core.
Paul Pierce at least had his nightcap on. He had a teddy and a
Yeah.
blanket in the front seat.
Yeah.
You
He's
know?
like, I'm old.
Yeah. A little candle burning on the side.
Oh,
But Adrian
yeah.
Peterson's just like plain
No.
out like dead.
Yeah, it was 9
X's
a.m.
on his
in it.
eyes and
Yeah.
everything.
In a Shell gas station parking lot,
Yeah.
9 a.m. And this all happened in Sugarland, which is a suburb in Houston. Now, This is, I could not stop laughing because I was like, this just all makes sense and aligns with the world and where we're at. Allegedly, he said he had no idea where he was, which clearly, based on the pictures that we had seen, that tracks.
Yeah.
And he said, allegedly said to the police officers that he was trying to drive home from a poker game, having approximately 2 or 3 shots of vodka mix. However,
Two or three
according to
shots of vodka. What's he, underage?
it, I
Only
don't,
underage kids drink vodka.
it,
Shots of vodka.
well,
Yeah.
according to a witness at the poker game who told TMZ that they saw him there, they said that they had seen him drinking like a fish and had taken several trips to the car to grab more money to gamble.
Oh my God. He was probably wearing one of those helmets with the beer
With beer
cans on the
cans on
sides
it.
and the
The
straw.
straw.
And he's just like, I gotta go to the car and get more beer and money so I can play more poker. I wonder that it doesn't say this was the night that he got into the fight though, right?
No,
So he's
which,
just out there like how how is he out there playing poker in random places and not involved in this Damon Jones poker
but
or the
we, who knows?
I
It might be.
maybe he sucks so much that they didn't invite him.
Here's the thing though, is this could be all affiliated, right? This is in Texas that this is transpiring. This could be all affiliated because this broke the same time that all of the other stuff broke.
Yeah.
However, in Texas, I believe that they do have casinos and such in Texas,
Yeah.
but it's one of those that was this at a house? Was this at a casino? Was this one of those quote unquote charity
Yeah,
poker
right.
ones
Like a
that
big
you,
warehouse of just people playing poker.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we'll get more details around this. However, I, it what are we doing?
I mean, to be honest, who really like with him when it comes to Peterson, like I say who cares? You know, because it's kind of like a dead story. Like, okay, Adrian Peterson got caught drunk driving or he's implemented in a DUI. He's gone gambling. Like he's having the worst retirement time of his life.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I mean, he's going down the same path that like again, Antoine Walker did, where it's
Hmm.
like, I mean, at least Antoine Walker didn't pass out in his car every 5 minutes.
It's true.
And I don't really recall Antoine Walker ever getting a DUI, but I'm sure it's out
Or
there.
getting into full-on fisticuffs with
Yeah,
his
right. I mean, it was
friends.
constant gambling and everything that kind of, ruined his finances. And I'm telling you, in like a few years, we'll see that Peterson is flat broke,
Hmm.
and it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, yeah, okay, so we knew that was going to happen. So
True.
I don't know, but all right,
Here we
let's
are.
let's let's get into the news. SGA, he's got his house broken into. He's just
Yeah,
another player on
another
the list
victim.
of people getting their houses broken into.
Another victim, yes. This had happened last week while he was playing against the Washington Wizards at the Paycom Center. No one was caught. Like, no, so the police are still looking for these suspects. Thankfully, no one was home at the time, and it is unclear if any property has been stolen from his residence. However, he did release a statement. Shout out to Alejandro on the streets who sent this out this morning to me. He did speak about the incident and put a positive spin on it, saying, long story short, everyone's safe. That's all that really matters. Everything else will come and go. And it is,
Sounds like
that's
somebody
it.
might have found his weed stash. Nothing was
Uh,
taken. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Don't look into my closet.
yes.
So, yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, at least everybody's safe. Another house gets broken into. Don't tell me there's not cameras. I'm sure
I'm sure
they'll find them. I mean,
it's really wild. And I
either
think
that or
that we'll see
SGA has
more.
so much stuff that he has no idea what's missing. I mean, that could
Right.
also be. Like if somebody
Could
came in
be.
here and robbed me of my baseball cards and whatnots, I still wouldn't know. You know,
Yeah.
uh, inapicpod247 at gmail.com if you want to come organize my office for me. I will gladly not pay you. So, yeah. I know we're strapped for time, but one of our fans, one of our listeners on of the show, Sean, he is a regular of mine. He listens religiously to the show now, which is great. He even listens to back catalog shows.
Oh,
Like he
nice.
keeps going. He absolutely loves
Thank you,
you.
Sean.
He thinks you're the
Oh,
funniest. So, and he's right.
I'm funny
Um,
looking.
I
Waka
know.
waka.
I just wanted to give him a shout out real quick. He did give me. He did say something about last week's episode where we were talking about the concussion protocol on the tent.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
even
he told me that
Alejandro
the something that I didn't know with those doctors that do the tests are not part of the team. They are independent, just out there, not on the team.
from right.
So,
There's
and it's written in the contract that if anyone interrupts the concussion protocol in the tent, the test immediately has to stop.
we learned so much just from this. I'm going to tell you because even Alejandro, I told you, he messaged, called us
Yeah,
meatheads, which
that's
tracks.
okay. Yeah,
It's one of those that he's like, they have this implemented because in the past and still currently, you have team personnel who's out here trying to brush it under the rug.
right.
So that is why,
Manipulate the system. Yeah,
correct. So having them not part of the organization, not having anybody within the organization, it tracks so that you can have the
it's
correct
actually a smart
protocol.
move.
It's such a smart move.
Yeah,
It really is. Is it helping with concussion protocol?
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No,
But it's something that it's one step forward in the direction of getting it addressed once it
right,
happens,
right.
which is nice to see that movement. However, good Lord.
Yeah, I know. All right,
So
so let's stick with basketball real quick. Someone we haven't talked
yeah,
about all season long so far.
I know.
A
I've kind
former,
of missed
I
him.
know,
Like,
former goal. And this, honestly, yes, he's being a little bit of a baby, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the side for this one. A former Golden Pickle winner, John Morant. What
yes.
did he get suspended for?
He's been suspended because of his behavior that is determined to be detrimental to the team.
Okay.
This comes after he challenged leadership and the effort in a post-game exchange. This happened during a interview, all of this
Yeah, and
stuff.
I saw the interview. And
Yeah,
he didn't really say anything. He just kept saying, "Go ask the coaching staff. Go ask the coaching staff."
it's valid.
Yeah.
It really is valid, and that's what it comes down to. And they lost to the Lakers. He's just like, don't ask me these questions.
Right.
And rightfully so. I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, people forget. And I get it. Even I have these moments where I forget it when I'm watching hockey and I'm in the game and I'm always like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? Why aren't you on the ice? But that's a coaching decision.
Right.
It's something where I find myself constantly yelling. I love yelling. But anyway,
She does, everybody. She really does.
it's one of those that the coaches have that bottom line decision. A player can't just be like, well, I'm off the bench and I'm going to go in and play now. It doesn't work like that. They're the ones who are going to be like, you're benched, you're this, you're that.
Right.
I think that we've gotten again to this point with the NBA that everyone is so honed in that they think that the players run the team.
Because, and I hate to say this because everyone's so used to the way LeBron runs his teams. Where it's like, oh, well, he's in charge, not the coach. The coach just is told what to do by him because we've seen it for so many years.
Right.
So everybody just automatically assumes that the superstar on the team runs the team, which is not true.
Correct.
It's the coach.
Correct.
But everyone's kind of just sullied by that. I mean, they forget
Yes.
because we've seen
They're
it for 28 years.
right. It's something too is that they deemed his tone in the conversation to be inappropriate and
Oh,
dismissive.
come on. That's like
And
saying
it's
someone's mad at
not
you via text message.
correct.
Come
It's how
on.
you, and the thing is people forget that how you're feeling in the moment is how you take it. And it's
Right.
something where you're having this interview and you could feel a way about the loss and you're taking what or the win, either or, whatever team you're rooting for, and you're taking whatever he's saying, it's completely out of context. He could have gone on and said other shit, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He just was like, go ask our leaders what is transpiring here. You
So
want these questions answered, ask them. Don't come barking a bar tree.
so you suspended him for one game. And it's not the NBA suspending him. It's the
The
Memphis Grizzlies
Memphis
suspending him.
Grizzlies. Yep.
So you're suspending him for one game because he didn't name names and call you out? Like what would have you
What did you want?
what would you
What
have
did,
done if he said coach blah 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 blah, you
right.
know? And it's like
This
you get one game for going ask them, ask them, ask them. It listen, the guy's frustrated, you know? You, who knows what kind of shit transpires in that locker room where it's just like, okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And John Morant says, You're paying me all this money. I'm the one that has to deal with these consequences if we lose all the time because I'm
correct.
the
He's
highest
the
paid player on
face.
here.
He's the face of
I'm the
this
face of your
team.
franchise. Plus, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my life in order and trying to do better. And then all of a sudden, it's like all the media and all the fans are against John Morant because he's getting paid so much money and he's not doing like, I mean, I saw there was a guy that posted some shit about his lack of playing in defense and everything. But if he's so defeated and frustrated with management and coaching staff, no one's going to go out there and try,
Yeah.
you
He's
know?
not gonna put in 100% at all. It's just like put it into the perspective of day to day as a person,
Right.
right? You're miserable at your job. You're going to do the bare minimum and you're going to just be like, yeah, all right, fire me because clearly you're not getting anybody else in here to do it. So
Right.
let's go. It's a whole lot of that mentality where he's just trying to stay afloat of like collecting his paycheck, stay out of trouble, but also not bring his tiny little gun into the locker room.
Right. I used to
Yeah.
use this as the prostitute.
It is
Right.
one of those that it took me back to the Allen Iverson clip.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about practice. We're talking
Right.
about practice.
Now,
We're talking
Allen
about practice.
Iverson, I mean, he's kind of like during that whole press conference, he was doing more than what John Morant did. John Morant's like, you got to go talk to
Thousand
these guys.
percent.
I'm not going to talk for the coaching staff. You have to
No.
talk for the coaching staff. But then you got Allen Iverson going, practice? You're talking about practice?
Practice? Talking about
Practice.
practice.
Who needs
Practice?
practice? I'm talking about the game. I'm talking about the
Right.
game. And like John Morant's just like, hey man, I don't run the team. I'm just on the team. I might be the leader of the team, but I'm just on the team. You got to
Just
talk to
on
the
it.
coach. The coach runs
Right.
the team. That's it. And I totally agree.
I think that next time John Morant should drop. You want to talk about practice?
I think so. That'd be
Practice.
very funny.
Be great. Well, before we get into the biggest pickle, something that
Yes.
we have not touched on yet, sir.
Oh, please.
World
Oh, the
Series.
World Series. Got to say,
Just to break up this NBA
yes.
loop that
Because we
we're
got
in.
we got one more NBA story after this. The NBA is back when it's all over the news. Yes, I personally think that this was one of the greatest World Series in
Ever. I,
the
I was
history of our lifetime.
it was
I mean, there's been
amazing
this is definitely
to
this one top
watch.
five. Top
Yeah.
five.
They said that game seven was the most watched game seven, like the most watched game in World Series since 2017.
That's amazing. That's
That
amazing.
it's because I
Extra
think
innings,
every
game seven. You can't get any better
you
than that.
you had bench clearing. You
Yes.
had you had everything in this game. This game was amazing. There were poor decisions towards the end that
Well, everyone's tired.
yeah,
It's been
exactly.
7 games. I mean, how many innings? So one game went 18 innings. Another game went 11. You know?
It it was a long it felt longer than it was. It was a long series.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think now where we're at and it being the Dodgers, which is absolutely heartbreaking, and it's heartbreaking for baseball, honestly. And I mean, congratulations to the Dodgers. Let me highlight that. I
Yeah.
will say it. I will to the Dodgers fans that are ride or die who aren't just bandwagon. Shout out to you guys. You know, especially West, like game day nostalgia. Like he's ride or die, but
Right.
he really, but at the same time, he is a Don Mattingly fan and really wanted Donnie Baseball to
Fucking
get
poor
his
Mattingly.
first World Series win.
Unbelievable. This
Poor
poor
Don
bastard.
Mattingly can't get it. Like, what are we doing?
Oh,
Poor guy.
God.
But it, I'm concerned that we're going to have another strike.
Yeah, that again, shout out to Sean. We were talking about a strike. A strike's really gonna it's really gonna hurt whatever they built up in the last
And
uh
it's
30
gonna
years.
hurt for these teams. It's gonna hurt for the Brewers who have really made the fact that they were on primetime TV.
Right.
Everyone forgot forever that the
Right.
Brewers existed, and
Right.
here they are. They made it. It's one of these that talking about Cleveland baseball is back in the conversation, and just not major league.
Right.
You know, it it really was a diverse playoffs going into this, but having the Dodgers come out and looking at the Dodgers payroll and looking at who the Dodgers have, these heavy hitter all-stars, this pitching squad of all-stars, you're importing everyone from Japan
Right.
right over to your team. It's really they're going to start going through and it's going to be tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I mean, I, I know we've seen it many, many times, but like,
I don't think we'll bounce back from it this time. I
no,
think
I'm
it's,
saying like, all these
oh,
high pay, like high salary teams. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's not fair, I guess, that if you have endless amounts of money, you could just put this super team together and then just win a championship every year. I mean,
right.
yeah, the Dodgers, this year's World Series, I wanted Toronto to win, but I also wouldn't have minded because there's so many players that I enjoy on the Dodgers.
Correct. Right.
So it was like when the Dodgers won, I was like, ah, damn it. Okay. You know,
Yeah, I wanted it so badly for Vladdy. I really
yeah,
wanted it for him.
yeah,
He's worked so hard to get himself to where he is physically with his
yeah,
body. He's lost so much weight. He's really worked on strength training. But it is one of those that I understand. Now, here's my small, tiny rant. And I understand how a lot of people in high market, we're in a big market. New York's a big market. You
right,
have California's a big market. I understand how they're like, well, invest, promote, you know, do this, do that. These states with big market teams have an overall higher revenue. You have higher paying. All of our people that we're on a higher level than federal set paying standards. So
right.
people aren't all out here on our minimum wage is higher here in Massachusetts than the federal set standard.
Yeah, shout out to
It's
$15.
it's something where the the pay scale versus what the ticket prices is. Like, yeah, tickets are steep still for Red Sox games, but it's something that it'll be like a night out. You make it that
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah, yeah.
special evening. You splurge, you do it. You drop the $400 for the whole thing. Yeah, but you plan that
$400 a
out,
beer.
right? But to have that expectation in these lower market teams where they are in very different economic setups on across the country, you can't have that.
Right.
It's to tell them to do better, be better, figure it out, da 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 da. A lot of the money comes in from revenue. And it's
Yeah.
something
Right. Yeah.
where if you don't have that revenue,
Hence why everything's so goddamn expensive.
correct.
Yeah.
You have to stop and look at it on a global perspective of, do I want to feed my family or go to a game? And
Game. Oh, I'm sorry.
exactly,
Was that a
that's
question?
me too. Like I'm gonna go to a game. Same, same.
We'll leave it at the game.
But some people don't have the dickhead mindset like you
Right.
and I.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting, the conversations that transpire from it, because I think a team like Milwaukee has a leg to stand on to say, listen, our ticket prices are like a fraction of the price of what Dodgers tickets are. So
Right.
if you put this on the scale and you start doing the X's and O's and you start doing all the math and you put it against what the Dodgers have, that's a that's an actual factual fight that could be presented.
Yeah. I hate the idea of a strike. You know. But I mean, something's got to change.
Something's gonna happen and something's gonna change
Yeah.
because it's it was nice to see. I you know again did want to see it for Vladdy, but shame on him for showing up in a Austin Matthews jersey. Like you completely cursed it from
Right.
that moment on. That is what you did. It was all over for Toronto.
Right.
Right
Well,
there.
no. I mean, Drake was there, and he's the curse. But also, Toronto might be cursed.
I
Another game 7 for a Toronto fan, and they lose. I mean, but I'll tell you,
they took off the jerseys and it's just maple leaves
yeah, right.
sweaters underneath.
And they're like, oh man. Listen, no one's tasting steel more than Mike Trout, though. To watch a
Oh.
former teammate who was going to change life for him win another World Series without him down the street from
Yep.
where they used to play.
Yep.
I mean, somebody better call Mike Trout and see if he's okay. We need a wellness check on him
Somebody
because
has to. It's just sad.
he
The
probably goes home and
sad.
tastes this cold steel between his lips every day because
It's like Jock and I borrow.
yeah. Jack, can I borrow your little prostitute gun? Oh, all right. We're strapped for time, so we got to get going. So, Sarah, who is this week's biggest pickle?
This week's biggest pickle is Brandon Williams.
I love the way this is worded because
Why?
it's yeah. Tell us why.
For not following, but also following TSA guidelines.
See, following and not following TSA guidelines. There are things you can and things you cannot do. And
Correct.
Brandon Williams did both of those. So shout out
All
to
in one.
him.
Shout
Shout out to
out.
him for doing one and you idiot for doing the other. So,
Yeah,
but why was he what happened?
Okay, so first and foremost, if you don't know who Brandon Williams is, he is a guard for the Dallas Mavericks. He was arrested at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport for possession of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
A TSA agent noticed a black container containing a green leafy substance inside his suitcase. Williams did go ahead and admit to the TSA officer that the substance was marijuana, but then proceeded to say that his manager was the one who packed his bag for him.
Which also goes against TSA regulations because they ask you at the ticket counter, have you been in possession of your bags the whole time? Did anyone pack your bags for you?
Correct.
So,
There's that. You did not
yes.
answer that.
Or maybe he just said yes. They asked him 2 questions at once and he said yes.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Right.
okay, thanks.
He could have been like yes and no. Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's where we're at. Now, marijuana is illegal in Texas, and
But you could buy
that's
a gun at a 7-Eleven.
100%. You
Yeah.
get the gun as soon as you get off the aircraft. You
Yes.
go to visit and they're like, while you're here, you need
You know how
this.
when you get to Hawaii, they put the lei on you? In Texas, they hand you a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Just fucking it was a fight. I'm just over here Yosemite Samming it
Yeah,
up.
right.
Like,
Pew, pew, pew. You just ride
Demo
into
going
the air.
off the fucking.
That's they don't have elevators in Texas. They have just guns, and you just shoot them on the ground,
He
and
gets the
you
next
just go
floor.
to your next level. Yeah, it's a lot
So
of fun.
great. So, yes, what he did do. So, kudos to him for following the TSA 2-ounce rule
Hey,
for having less than 2 ounces of marijuana on him.
the first time I read this, because I was really busy at work, I thought it, I thought it said 2 ounces of marinara. I was like, why is he getting in trouble for marinara sauce? I was like, oh, marijuana. Oh boy, I gotta go to bed.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, marijuana, marinara,
Yeah,
it's one in
legalized
1A.
marinara.
Let's go.
You know?
So he was charged with a misdemeanor charge, and in the state of Texas, it is a Class B misdemeanor charge.
Yeah,
So Bush League, Bush
yeah,
League,
yeah.
Bush League. Like I could just see him. He's like, yeah, he's having a conversation with this manager and going like, wait a minute, what's the 222 rule? Oh, so if we just have just less than 2 ounces, it'll be fine. It's just the 222 rule. We're following TSA protocol.
Right,
Like,
right. I mean, just Easter it like the rest of us do. And it's only 2 ounces of pot.
the fact, and here's the thing, is I'm pretty sure just because this is where my brain goes and how you do have a suitcase packed. If it was in a little black canister and it's, the 222 rule,
Yeah.
he's got that clear plastic bag. He's got the clear plastic bag with all of his toiletries
Yep.
it's in there with it.
Yep.
You know it for a fact.
He is following every guideline, every rule in TSA, except for the most important, we don't transport drugs.
Transport drugs
Ugh.
on aircraft.
Hey, it's okay.
Especially from a state where it's illegal.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Just,
at least he followed the rules.
that's the thing. He did, but he didn't, and that is why he's fucking Bush
I mean,
League. It's
really
so great.
accidental pickle.
Here, 100%. Now, he needs to be very thankful and very lucky that this is just Texas and not Russia.
Yes, oh, that's true. They would
So.
shave your head and put you in a jail for the rest of your life. But also,
Still could happen.
Still could happen in
like,
Texas,
Still
yeah.
could happen.
yeah, he'll be sent to alligator Alcatraz for 2 ounces of weed. I don't know.
But I followed the TSA rules.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's true. All right. That's going to do it here for us in a pickle. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Go over to iapradio.com and follow, like, and subscribe to all of our stuff. Boost us up the charts on Spotify and Apple iTunes by giving us a rating and reviewing and sharing with your friends. We are climbing them charts, and we need your help to keep going. We're about the first rung of the ladder. But we're climbing. You want to check out Sarah's beautiful merch, such as the Billups Poker Club shirt.
Woo!
Go over to iapradio.com and click the merch tab. Support the show by buying some merch. And also, just going to throw it out there, we have a Venmo if you want to donate to the Venmo. And we have a Patreon that we're eventually going to get into.
Eventually, we're going to do it.
Sarah and I have
talking.
a very big meeting coming up soon, and we're going to talk about the future of the show. So stay tuned for that.
I didn't know about that.
Well, I was just going to, I know you can't talk today, so.
Put it on my calendar.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the calendar. We're just going to talk about it at the beginning of the show. I didn't want to throw it out there. I wanted to make it a surprise for the listeners, but.
It's not tech. We have to talk about
fuck
it.
that up. Whatever. All right. Go see Sarah's other show at gmtpod.com, Generation Mixtape, where they rate and review albums. Also, you can find her at Daddy-O Sports Cards on the Instagrams. You can always find me at Stacks of Packs on the Instagram. I'm looking for my Dick Cheney rookie card currently.
Again, if you want to come in clean and organize his office for no funds.
Yes. innerpickpot247@gmail.com. You can also organize Sarah's house because she also posted a picture of her cards that looked disheveled. Did you finally organize that?
No.
Oh, good.
I got completely overwhelmed.
Let's put all our cards together and just walk away.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll put them in the middle of the street.
It's fine.
With the bus.
It's fine. Run me over.
So. Sarah, you got anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. So, for Sarah Ray Talek, I'm Dave Hogan, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm trying to make a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger?
Yeah, like you were going to be like, oh, yeah, big meeting, production meeting, and then it's like, I don't remember any of that. Fuck that. I ain't doing that.
Exactly. Eat a dick. I don't know.
This has been a Mayday Media production.